can't be bothered explaining that one. As spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, it is the Polish Protoss playing for Blazer, as he has been for quite a while now. It is Krystianer.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have as opponent, we have the Ukrainian Zerg player representing Berserker Esports. It is DIMAGA. The pink Polish Protosses, they're back, Bobby, they're back.
Pink Protoss looks good. Good color.
It really does, and it's great to see at least one of them. We always have at least one in our tournaments, whether there's Jomek or Art or Geralt or Krystianer or Papi. It's always great to see them, but yeah, it's been kind of interesting as we've seen the rise of certain players this year. I feel like the prominence of Polish Protosses, they used to be in abundance. They're not as active, at least together, as they once were. They're not moving as a pack as they used to.
Yeah, I mean, our favorite Polish Protoss Eva actually played a bit of Zerg off race today.
Yeah, you know, I wonder if there's some kind of I almost said intermingling. No, there's there's some infighting going on amongst the Polish Protosses. What's going on, mate? You know, maybe a bit of a civil war for Iba to turn his back on his own kind. It's crazy.
Absolutely wild. We'll have to interview him later.
That's a deep cut. For anyone who understands what the hell that was on about, shout out to you.
Sorry.
It's a long story. A long story that we're not going to explain, so we're just gonna let it hang. Just gonna leave it out there.
Yeah, so yeah, gonna have a pretty standard game coming out from these two players. You were talking about it before, DIMAGA. Not necessarily cheesy. He does get into the mid game in a pretty normal way, but it's from there that he starts getting a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. He typically delays his 4th base, he delays his 5th as well, doesn't necessarily tech up as quickly. It does mean he's really safe overall, but I have noticed that if his opponent isn't pushing into him and isn't trading with him, then DIMAGA can end up with a bit of a subpar army as the game goes on, even longer if we get to that point.
Yeah, right. Well, it looks like we are going to be having a bit more of a standard game, and it will go on for a bit because we're having a Stargate opener coming out from Krystianer. I feel like that's the first Stargate opener we've seen tonight, at least for Zerg.
True. We've been spoiled by Strange and his like odd timings and odd openers now. We have to go back to normal.
Yeah, we saw the 3 get into double Stargate, but that's not quite the same thing. It is going to be the more traditional Oracle opener coming out for Krystianer here.
Yeah, exactly. It's okay. We'll get some more Strange later on in the finals. Don't you worry. But until then, Krystianer is going to be threatening here. He's going to be shading in with 2 Adepts and looking to pick off some drones. Already getting 1. Is going to get 2. Can he get 3?
Oh, I can hear them going down in the main, and there we go. 4 going to be going down, so that is very solid damage for those 2 Adepts.
Oh, very nicely done here. 4 drones for 2 Adepts. Again, Adepts, they run out of kind of longevity as the time it goes. Well, they don't have a lot of longevity in this game, in this matchup, so nicely done to trade them out. Meanwhile, the Oracle is going to show up as well. No Spore at the 3rd base, but the Queens are in position. Oh.
The Adepts are single use, like a syringe.
Oh my god.
I guess. As the Oracle is going to be dipping through, takes out 3 of those drones, damages a few more, almost goes down, but not quite. That is going to make it a little bit more dangerous for it to dip in later on.
It really will be, as there's Adepts, kind of like this Oracle, one and done sort of thing. As what's interesting is that we don't even have our typical double Oracle opener. Only 1 here from Krystianer. He's going to be preserving that gas and going into a bit of a gateway explosion here. There is no 3rd Nexus. Oh.
Yeah, he is going to try to take one, but it's very late compared to the usual time here. And that's pretty sus.
It really is late. The Lings are looking to delay it as well. They take down the Adepts. They force the Oracle to activate its pulsar beam back at home, but I'm really curious as to what this Twilight Council is going to be used for. We're going straight into an Archives. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit of a It was all a little bit sus the way that he was taking it third. It was kind of like, no, don't stop me from taking my base. I need that to macro.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really curious if he's actually going to make use of this turn, because it is late, as you were kind of pointing out. It is a little bit odd. We have an Immortal being produced back at home. We're going to have some Archons as well, but there's a Forge, so we are going to look into a later game here. It's just Krystianer, he took a really weird route to get here.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell you what's going on here, but I can tell you these Adepts are getting a lot of damage. 5 more drones going down. The harass so far from Krystianer has been very successful. And it's going to be an Archon drop. Okay, this is very old school.
Yeah, we've seen this kind of rise in popularity recently. The Queen's already, oh my god, doing so much damage to that first Prism, but looks like the Archons are going to be unloading here in the main base. One Queen almost going down. He goes straight for the mineral line, is at least going to force a little bit of chaos here. At the same time, there is a link counterattack at the third base of Krystianer.
Light, it's just shield damage. It's going to regenerate. That's not fair. What is this race? What's going on?
You're baiting me, Poppy. Yes. Oh, the Queens that can't transfuse. What is this? 3-4 Queens going down here. A great trade for Krystianer.
Mate, if I'm not wrong, those Queens went down for free.
5 Queens in a total here, and it looks like the Prism Micro is good enough. Both Archons will survive, and Krystianer can get the hell out of there. Oh.
Yeah, great multitasking and control from Krystianer. Will be doing a lot of damage with those Archons.
Yeah, such an unlucky position there for DIMAGA. He didn't have creep here. He does spread eventually with his Overlord, but it was too little too late. Meanwhile, no Spore. Oh, it wasn't in position here at the third base, and even more drones are falling. Oh my god.
Yeah, Krystianer pulling DIMAGA apart with his harass. Gonna be following it up with a pretty late +1 in charge, but I think he's definitely done enough damage here to get himself ahead.
Yeah, definitely. Even though Krystianer had a really kind of wonky way into his third base, like, he's more than made up for it. 9 drones going down in total. The Archons are still alive, and Krystianer can still just harass even more. DIMAGA stuck at home, stuck licking his wounds after all that harassment.
Yeah, Krystianer definitely playing like the stronger player here, just trying to keep constant harass and outpace his opponent.
Pretty much, and he's been able to do so here, as he's even going for some more of these Queens, picks off one of those transferring drones as well. We do have even more Archon showing up. This isn't the largest army, but because of everything that's been going on, oh my god, he reinforces. He's got 4 Immortals, mate.
Mate, with that Warpian mechanic, it is the largest army. He's outproducing him in his own base. That's wild.
Wait, you're having too much fun, Poppy. And here the slow launch Poppy charge finishes up in 10 seconds, but do we even need it? We'll see. We probably do, actually, because Road Ravager is getting on top of some of these high-tech units.
Yeah, beautiful focus fire coming out from DIMAGA. Actually takes out 3 of these Archons already. 4 Archons going down. The Bile's just going to miss out on taking down that Prism, but these Archons just going down one by one. The Roach is finally taken out. The Immortals do their job. Krystianer takes the first game.
Does take that first game. There was some great target firing there from DIMAGA, as you were pointing out, but as he was dancing with those Archons, the Immortals for dealing damage for free. The Immortals were going to town on that Road Charm, just completely decimating it. And Krystianer, as you said, does take a lead in the semifinals match. Oof.
Yeah, there you go. Krystianer looking to punch his ticket into that PvP in the finals. We're going to have game 2 here on Ancient Cistern, and I think this is a map where the Zerg's going to have a little bit more room, a little bit more freedom, but a build like that, the Archon drop, I feel like it doesn't really matter if it's a big map. Like, once you get that across, it probably even favors you, because it's harder for counterattacks to get across.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that's why we've been seeing it a little bit more commonly. I think Classic has been doing it every now and then, going for these kind of like delayed offbeat Archon drops that can still do a surprising amount of damage. Like, Archon drops in general are just really difficult to keep up with at times.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll have to see what the approach is going to be this time from Blaze's Krystianer. Here he is in the top right-hand corner of the map, the pink Polish Protoss Krystianer.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have as opponent, we have the Ukrainian Zerg player representing Berserk Esports, the last Zerg in the tournament. It is DIMAGA. You know, there was a part of me that was hoping that this drone would go across the map.
Go across the map.
Yeah. It's really hoping for it. I wondered.
I haven't seen one of those in a while. The like hatch block in the wall. But I feel like you have to 12 full to make that work.
Yeah, man, I've been watching it all week with Eric. Eric just Eric's an animal, mate. Oh my god. He had a series of max packs and that's all he did. Just hatch blocks in the wall or in the natural
really?
as well. Yeah.
Full NA.
Yeah. I love him so much. Man, you missed out. Mate, he beat Dark again. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I saw.
Yo.
2-0'd him. Crazy.
2-0, mate. Crazy.
Dunked on him.
Yeah.
Dark didn't take him seriously.
Well, I mean, you can say that for week 1, but week 2, you know, mate, once it's 2 weeks in a row, what's going on, you know?
He's got short-term memory.
Oh my god. Great to see the Ducklings doing well for themselves. But here we don't have a Duckling. Here we've got a Viking going up against the letter B.
What?
Because they're not ducks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
They have like those augmented reality things where like the two mascots fight in the middle of the map. The Viking brings out the axe and takes a big swing, and the bee just sits there.
It's like
menacingly.
It's like a metapod, you know. It just uses harden.
Oh. I was thinking like the bee, it like gets cut in half and then it like fuses back together.
Yeah. I mean, it's already got a slash in it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Viking makes an O face. It's like, what is this?
Sorcery. Oh god.
Wait, the Artosalobe's blue now. He's cold.
No, that's the taste loop.
Oh,
that's
the taste loop.
Yeah. They do the fusion dance with each other, you know.
Do that?
No.
Ah.
You haven't even seen Dragon Ball.
Not a lot of it. Yeah.
Oh god, but yeah, we've got both tasteless and artosis on this map. There you go. This isn't the
What's that got to do with Dragon Ball?
because the fusion.
But you're lying. Could be anything. You could just say it's like Footloose.
Not to be confused with Grease.
No.
Yeah.
Is that a telephone? Like a mobile phone? There?
Can
Can you see it? In the ferns? Yeah, there. What is that?
You mean the runic tablets?
Looks like a Nokia phone.
It does. It does look like a brick Nokia phone, actually. Yeah.
Were the Nokia phones foretold?
Yo, that's the original Nokia phone, mate. That's like the mold that they were created in the furnace. Let's go.
Is that what Immortals are made out of? They're just made out of like Nokia phones.
Yeah, that's
why they're so strong.
Yeah, they never die, mate. It's crazy. Mate, did you have one of those old Nokia phones?
Of course.
Yeah. Did you play Space Impact on it?
What is Space Impact?
It's the game. It was Snake and Space Impact. Those are the two games on the Nokia.
I only played Snake.
Oh my god.
But I remember I don't know what brand it was. I don't think it was Nokia. Maybe it was Nokia. It was like a newer one, and it had this game called Karom. It was kind of like pool, but not really. I never really worked out the rules. I just kind of tried to hit the things into the pockets. But it was like mini pool.
Okay.
Kind of weird.
Speaking of mini pool and things that are kind of weird here, we do see Krystianer changing things up, going for a Twilight Council opener. We see 4 gate glaives after the initial Stargate.
Yeah, so it's going to be that Starglaze build. This has been really popular lately, mostly because you can make it look like, I mean, he put down the 4-minute Nexus, so it looks like a very standard Oracle into Blinkstalker build. You don't really start to get suspicious until you realize that there's only one Oracle, but he's using his Oracle the same way that he did when he played it a bit more normal.
That's the thing, right? Like, one Oracle is pretty suspicious as, oh my god, it takes a lot of hits and the Oracle does go down. But last game, he also went for a single Oracle, so like that isn't the biggest of tells, but this is as the Adepts reveal themselves.
Yeah, the Adepts are here, and what does DIMAGA have to defend?
Nothing.
He has 5 lings, 4 lings, 0 lings.
He has a 0. Oh, we get a full wall, but that's a kill, not a cancel. The Adepts make their way into the natural base. There are no roaches, there are no lings, there are only queens to try and chase this down, and they ain't chasing nothing.
Yeah, I mean, we have roaches on the way. Luckily, he did make that safety roach warren, but not before we lose 20 drones. My goodness.
And counting, mate, and counting, because you know what? The Adepts, they're not done. They shade into the natural as well. There's still plenty of them remaining. Roaches are now coming out, but there are more Adepts showing up. No, they head towards the third.
Oh, yeah, and there's a pretty quick pull coming out from DIMAGA, but not going to be quick enough to prevent some of those going down. And DIMAGA here, he is down to just 24 drones. He's going to have to pretty much kill Krystianer with the counterattack.
Yeah, but without roach speed, that's going to be nigh impossible to pull off. We do have roach speed on the way. The Adepts are all being cleaned up, but we have hit the 40 drone kill count. Aye, aye, aye.
Nice round number. I think we should leave it there. It looks nice.
Yeah, stop, Bappy, please, no more. As we shade into the main base, but there's just nothing here. They're all gone, Schwab. They're already dead. Oh.
Yeah, and now pretty much all Krystianer has to do is hold on. He made a lot of extra gates back at home to help him do this, so looks like he's going to be trying to defend just with Blink Stalkers, and as long as he can get a few batteries up, maybe some cannons as well, as he does have that Forge finishing up, he should be absolutely fine to hold this.
Yeah, he really should be. I mean, DIMAGA's going for that counterattack. We have 12 Roaches and 3 Ravagers. Not a bad army, don't get us wrong, but we have as many, if not more, Stalkers. Blink is done. We have that overcharge as well. The Blink Micro is good enough. A couple Stalkers are going down, but so are the Roaches.
Yeah, I think he was actually dodging shots there. I noticed as they were blinking back that they had completely full shield, so I think he was actually dodging the projectiles there, which is pretty sick.
As GG gets called, Krystianer will be looking to take this series 2-0 and move on to the grand finals.
GG. Pretty convincing 2-0 coming out from Krystianer there. So we're going to have a PvP finals.
There we have it. My condolences to DIMAGA. He did have a pretty good run overall, but again, had a hard time reading what his opponent was up to, as you pointed out accurately. When the Adept showed up after the standard, third Nexus timing, there were 5 lings and queens, and that is it. That is all that DIMAGA had. He was not expecting, not anticipating Adepts at that time at all. He was caught with his pants down.
Yeah, I mean, we can see why those kind of builds are really popular, because it is really well hidden, and the kind of way that you have to play to stay in the game against a very economic Protoss, you're just dead against that kind of build. So you have to be very on top of the scouting though, as a third player.
Mm-hmm. You really do. And with that, we're going to be moving on to the grand finals. It is going to be a best of 5, but the players here are going to have a little bit of time to themselves. We're going to be going on a short duct tape break. When we return, we'll have those grand finals.
Yo, see you soon.